Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. Yesterday we talked about the truth that the choice is always ours, that no matter what happens around us, we hold the power of how we respond. Today I want to go a step deeper, because while choosing is powerful, not choosing also carries a cost. And often it's a cost we don't even realize we're paying until much later. It can feel easier not to choose, right? To stay quiet, to do nothing, to avoid conflict, to let the day sweep us along without pausing to ask, am I deciding or am I drifting? But here's the truth. Not choosing is still a choice. When you don't choose how to respond, your old habits will choose for you. When you don't choose what story to believe, fear will gladly step in and hand you one. When you don't choose love, bitterness will slowly fill the silence. Life abhors a vacuum. If you don't plant seeds, weeds grow. So what is the cost of not choosing? Relationships strained. When we don't choose to listen, misunderstandings pile up. When we don't choose to forgive, distance creeps in. Dreams delayed. Every day we put off deciding, the dream drifts further away, waiting for us to claim it. Or self-worth is diminished. If we don't choose to see ourselves with love, we default to the old voices of shame. And perhaps the biggest cost? The slow erosion of who we really are. Not in one dramatic collapse, but in 1,000 tiny compromises, 1,000 moments of, I'll deal with it later. The world trains us for autopilot. Social media, TV, even the news cycle, they all reward quick reactions, not conscious responses. Before we know it, we're repeating patterns we never chose in the first place. We scroll, we sigh, we snap, we retreat, and then we wonder, why does nothing ever change? Because change requires choice, guys. And autopilot is the opposite of awareness. Here's the invitation to you today. Choose something. Choose to breathe before you speak. Choose to notice the tone of your thoughts. Choose to reach out instead of waiting for someone else. Choose to forgive, not because it's easy, but because carrying bitterness is heavy. Every choice, no matter how small, is a thread in the tapestry of who you are becoming. Now let's bring it back to love. Love doesn't just help us choose. It changes what we see as a choice at all. Fear says, stay quiet, protect yourself, don't risk it. Love says, speak gently, you matter, they matter, risk the connection. Fear says, do nothing, you're powerless anyway. Love says, do the little you can. Even one act shifts the story. Fear says, you don't have to decide today. Love says, your life is today. What you do now matters. So let me leave you with this thought. Not choosing is still shaping your life. When you don't choose, you're letting fear, apathy, or someone else's agenda steer the ship. And maybe the hidden cost of not choosing isn't just what you lose, It's what love never gets the chance to give. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with one conscious choice, one moment of awareness, one decision to act with love instead of defaulting to fear. Because the tapestry is always being woven, thread by thread. The only question is, are you weaving it or are you letting it weave itself? The choice is always yours. Until next time, guys, keep choosing love and keep weaving your thread into the great tapestry of all of us. I love you guys very, very much. And you know what I need you to do. Go out and pass that on. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.